Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Draig Dice, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition stream here on the Bunny and Dragon Network. I am the Dungeon Master, Diddy Dragon, and I am back today with not 4, not 5, but 6 players. Chubba, our lovely Anadi inventor, has dropped out, but we are joined by 2 new wonderful players. We have Bobby and Ekpi, who are going to be playing some new characters. Also joined
You are going to severely regret for actually inviting me, believe me.
I don't think I will.
Oh gosh.
The amount of war
Fine.
crimes this party has committed already, I don't know how you could make it worse.
Have you committed
believe me, you should see some of my characters. How do you like fish with legs?
We're gonna fit wonderfully together.
This is going to be fun. We're also joined by the rest. We have a full house tonight, so we have Amelia.
Hey.
We have Bunny.
Hello.
We got Sword.
Hello.
And we got Zedian.
Hello.
And we are all here to continue our adventure, but we've got no music, so let me put on the music. Because what's an adventure without music? There we go. So, to
Bardless one.
Bardless adventure. How awful would that be? So, to recap on what happened last time, the party were in the middle of enjoying the Heroes Feast, this celebration that also happens to coincide with the end of the recent Civil War, and it was big celebration of peace and heroics. When the feast was interrupted by a massive zombie attack. The heroes worked with some of the town guard and managed to eliminate the zombies and began investigating exactly where they came from. They discovered that a cloaked figure had been seen around the graveyard, and the undertaker of the graveyard was seemingly wasn't able to be contacted by the town's wizard who was trying to contact certain people. The party investigated and discovered that the undertaker was in fact dead. They found evidence of a whole horde of zombies passing through the graveyard, and they found the body of the undertaker shoved into an open sarcophagus with 2 distinct symbols inside. One scratched into the sarcophagus, and one as an imprint on the undertaker's hand from seemingly his attacker, from like something this attacker was wearing. Some good rolls. They realized that the imprint on his hand was the noble symbol of the Lionheart family from down in Crater Point, and the symbol on the coffin was recognized by Dave as his reason for coming here, as he claimed that he had come to this continent to kill some gods, and that this symbol was one of the cults that he was meant to be tracking. With that, we reconvene as you are all in the grave. The 4 of you are in the graveyard here. You've just exited that one what's it called? Place, the mausoleum, that one small mausoleum, which you had tracked the footprints, human footprints to, and you are now outside there. You know that you had a couple guards who you sent to report, who were investigating this area. You saw there were like a bunch of undead tracks all over the place. What are you 4 doing?
Oh, well, like I said before, I'm following the people who know what they're doing.
Well, if there's tracks, we have to follow the tracks.
With caution, though.
So as you guys start following the tracks to track them back to their origin, and you follow them to a part about roughly in the middle of the graveyard, where you can see that there are several graves that have been all been bursted open from the inside. There's like a good maybe 30 to 50 graves here that have all burst open, and they're all sort of clustered in this one area. And this looks to be where the undead all came from. You can see that some of the ground, like in the middle of this patch of graves, is stained and scorched by magic. You can see that there's like a bit of glow left over that's slowly fading away, and there's the telltale scorchings of arcane symbols that have been burnt into the ground. This is, without a doubt, where the necromancer raised these undead, where whoever this mysterious necromancer is. That much you know for certain.
Well, I pointed at it and be like, "Is what I think it is?"
Can I investigate the graves in the ground?
Yeah. What kind of thing are you looking for?
Sort of any footprints that lead away that sort of show where the necromancer's gone, and if there's anything left in the graves, sort
Okay.
of anything that's around.
Make me a survival check.
Survival, okay.
Yep, to track, like for tracking the footprints and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Come on.
What did you get?
Let's see what you get.
Hold on, my mouse is bugging out. God,
Yeah.
this laptop's atrocious.
It wouldn't be a good Pathfinder stream without a few technological problems.
I don't know why it's not working. I'm hovering over and clicking.
Oh dear.
I haven't got time for last
You need to click harder. You know, that's what
Click
usually
harder.
works.
Let me try.
It's just really slow.
Oh, did it? 26. So, you expertly, you look around and you find the booted tracks at the very center of like the arcane sigils, and you start following them. It would be pretty difficult because they're mixed in with all of the zombie tracks as well, but you expertly pick the difference between them. You get to the point where the tracks diverge to take the Undertaker's body into the mausoleum, and then they rejoin with the zombies, and you follow the tracks towards the exit to the graveyard, where you can see the zombies as everything started splitting off. And as you follow the tracks past the Temple of Pharasma and through the streets a bit, you get into like, as they get just past the Temple of Pharasma, the tracks just end. And you can see the very slim, very hard to see bit of scorching on the ground, the telltale sign of a teleportation spell.
Oh, damn mages. They teleported in.
As you're all standing here grouped up, you hear sounds from not too far away. It sounds like a few streets away. You hear what sounds like screaming and gunshots.
Well, that means someone's in danger.
And you know what we do to danger? We run straight towards it.
I would like to run towards the screaming, Diddy.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from like
Me
down near the
too.
stables. So you are, as you start running down through the streets, making your way through, you come out like just past the stables onto the corner street, and you can see a sight before you, and you stop your tracks a bit as you get there. If you can see whatever danger was going on has clearly passed. Before you, you can see there are several zombies that are dead, re-dead, lying on the ground, motionless. There's a couple of civilians nearby, huddled at the back, and as you get there, you can see that there's two figures, and one of them, a rather larger one, is pulling a shovel out of a zombie's head. And go ahead, guys. This guy, you may introduce yourselves and describe yourselves.
Bobby, remember yourself that you usually are muted.
No, I know. It's just I was waiting for you to go first. I was being polite.
No, you're the one pulling the shovel out of the zombie's head.
The guy pulling the shovel out of a zombie's head. He looks to be an elderly orc, grey in coloration, sort of almost done with everything. Wears sort of tattered, slightly dirty clothing. Has a backpack and a shovel. That's basically him. He's not fancy.
I will post art in the character in arts one.
Yes, because we actually
as my character is actually a little puppet, dressed in a little sheriff's hat, holding a flintlock pistol that in his arms basically looks like a musket. Also with green coloration, obviously some kind of small toy brought to life, but dressed in a nice fine black suit.
And that is the two people, and you're sat like on the orc's shoulders, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
And that is what you all see before you, surrounded by quite a few dead zombies.
Hey, big guy! Why are there even dead in the middle of the streets anymore?
I don't know. Just means more work for me, I guess.
And what excellent work it is you've been doing.
Agreed.
So, you two have obviously you were just strolling through the streets, and the zombie attack happened, and you started taking down some zombies. And before you see a rather curious group. You four can describe yourselves to our two newbies.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. So Gelman is a halfling. He has shaggy-ish, like brown hair. He has silver eyes. I forgot in terms of outfit, but like he wears like traditional, I guess, cleric clothes. And little pointy ears. I mean, obviously, because he's a halfling. And he has a English like posh like accent. And that's basically it.
Yeah, that's Gelman.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you of course have a holy symbol.
Yes.
Either on your armor or around your neck or on your shield or something.
Something like that. Yes, I can't really remember.
Who would like to introduce themselves next?
Well, I can be the second one. Suppose no one will mind. Next you see Dave, a rather burly gentleman with flaming red hair and beard, dressed in mail armor covered with woolly clothing around it. He clearly does not come from these lands. He definitely comes from more colder climates. Seem to be rather confused looking at what's going on, specifically at the moving puppet. He hasn't seen that before.
Yeah. And then we have Buhurt and Matilda.
I will go first. So, a half-orc with green skin, his tusks are smaller than that of a full-blooded orc, and he's slightly shorter and slightly skinnier than a regular orc. But for a human, is still very muscular and very well built. Does Boo have a weapon currently in his hand or not?
Well, that's up to you. Do you have your weapon drawn currently? Would you have drawn it when you heard the commotion and came to check out?
Probably, yeah. I would have been running into what we would have thought of as battles. So
you've probably got Pharasma's Vengeance in your hand.
In his hand, you see quite a long, almost elegant weapon that seems to be completely misplaced against the old, battered, falling apart armor. You can tell that this armor has seen many a battle.
Well, your armor, nobody can see your armor right now because of your ring. It can see
if I have a weapon out, then
the weapon is visible, but the armor is still invisible. It's still concealed.
Oh, I thought everything was revealed once I drew a weapon.
Only the weapon that you're holding is visible.
Oh, I did not realize that's how the ring worked. In that case, no, you don't see you don't see him in all the armor. He looks like he's in
normal clothes.
Yeah, just normal, regular clothes.
Now, it was a long sword, wasn't it? I think it was a long sword. It's a pretty big sword, but this sword that he's holding also is very clearly engraved with magical sigils, and it has a holy symbol on the hilt. And then we have Matilda.
So Matilda is a rat folk who is part of the Grave Guard. She's quite big for a rat folk, but tiny compared to everyone else, and thus has reduced speed. So everyone else can go 25 feet, I think, whereas Matilda can only go like 20 when she has her shield. Her armor is she mainly has a padded gambeson, and her preferred weapons are lances, but she likes to rely on spells for battles.
Yeah, and you have a instrument. No, you don't have an instrument, do you? Do you have an instrument? Because I know you're a bard, but I don't.
She uses her voice.
Yeah, you use your voice, so you don't. There's no obvious instruments, but quite a few spears.
Yeah.
And you've probably got like the fluffy plushies that you won in the festival just poking out of the backpack a bit.
Yeah, she has her light padded gambeson on, and a pillow shield thing. But
you would have you'd have your big massive backpack, and you'd have all of the stuff dangling off the backpack.
Yeah, Matilda has so many things in her backpack as her just in cases, because Matilda is overly cautious.
So, what you're telling me? There's a plushie at the back. That means there's competition on being the plushie of the group.
Oh yeah. Now I did forget in the past that Jomin, you are currently encumbered because you're carrying too much stuff.
Encumbered? What does that mean?
It means your speed is reduced and something else. You're permanently clumsy one, and you have a minus 10-foot penalty to your speeds.
Oh.
So you need to maybe offload some of your heavier some heavier stuff.
My poor muscles, they hurt a lot. I should probably take all this off at some point.
It's mainly the new tower shield you acquired has seriously over it's maybe a bit too big for you.
A whole last tower shield just in the backpack.
You just sort of got it on your back, and the tower shield is maybe a bit too big for you.
Well, if you have it on your back, then you're basically protecting from anybody shooting you in the back.
Pretty
Really
much.
stabbing you in
With
the
his
back.
poor little back. His poor
I,
little
I
back.
really wish shields worked like that because that's how they work in real life.
Yeah.
So you guys have all met each other, and you're all standing here on opposite sides of these zombie bodies.
Well, the day will be fine. First to ask, it'd be like, so who the hell are these guys?
Hmm.
Well, hello. Well, we're just kind of here to mop up the dead bodies around. Well, at least that's what's his job is, and I'm just here to help him.
I bury the dead.
If you don't mind, unless you wanted these dead bodies.
No, we approve killing the undead.
No.
Well, safeguard members, you see?
We-
Our whole profession is killing the dead.
We're just here to kill. Find the one who made the undead rise.
All right. Well,
Oh man, isn't that what kind of like what we do, big guy?
sorta, I guess. If you can call what we do that.
Well, we technically do. Like, if one just rises out, we just kind of are usually there to stop it.
True. I mean, it gives me more work. The more dead that rise, the more graves I have to dig.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're a maid cleaning up after someone, and they keep just making more and more mess.
Yes.
I know the pain. I hate necromancers. They always make such messes.
You do.
Oh dear.
There's never a day off either.
No rest for the grave guard.
Dear.
There's never a break for the grave guard. That's like the
That's the meme.
Should be on
I
It's
was
the
it.
basically
tagline.
doing the catchphrase at this point.
it's your catchphrase.
Well,
Yeah. You two, do you know anything about the necromancer?
not really.
Oh, we just kind of came around here.
We don't talk to many people.
Why don't you join us and help us on our, quest? For lack of better words.
We find necromancer. We kill necromancer.
What do
You
you
help?
think, Copy?
Oh, come on. What do you think, big guy?
I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
Oh, well, I don't know. Like, they seem to be, like, aren't the guy? Isn't the guy that we learned from like apparently linked with the necromancers?
Yeah.
Oh, it might as well be our lead.
Might as well.
Tell me what you know.
What do we know? It's just that, well, we're just kind of looking for a bunch of orcs, and apparently, well, they just kind of apparently work with necromancers of some kind.
What orcs are you looking for?
I don't really what kind. I'm just looking for a big band of them.
Roaming band of orcs.
He's supposed to
Kill,
know more.
aim, burn, steal.
That is typically what orcs do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm the one who buried the dead. Still do.
It is a noble profession.
At least someone thinks that.
No one has respect for the dead, or the ones who bury them. That is typically how it goes.
Dave does.
Well, that's a very interesting conversation.
So, what do you guys want to do? From the sounds of the city around you, it seems like the last of the undead have perhaps been mopped up and pieces starting to return. It's pretty late at this point. It's coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening. What do you guys want to do?
Well, you just said it's getting late, right?
Yep, it is starting to get late.
We should have everybody rest and then everything like that. Get dinner, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
We've just come from a big feast. We need to find this necromancer. It's only a matter of time before they attack again.
But didn't you say he teleported away?
Aye, we need to find out where he went.
Well, is it?
You're right.
Overnight, we should probably wait until the morning when we're all fresh, don't you all think?
Dave does agree.
But night is the perfect time to strike again.
Do you believe they would do that?
They might not so soon after the previous attack, and considering how much it failed miserably.
You say that, but I...
Boohurt and Matilda, one of you or both of you, since you are Graveguard and you're very experienced with this, can make me Arcana checks or Undead Lore checks.
At this point, RP is going to jump down and start rummaging through the dead bodies.
Yep. You start rummaging around, seeing what you can find. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Yeah.
Perception check. No, there's a specific search action, and I can do the long search.
Yeah, it's called seek, right? Or search, seek or search.
The problem is, I don't know.
Here we go. Search. You search around, and check to seek. Yeah, so searching is seek, which means you make a.
Bless you.
Yeah, you make a perception check for it.
Okay. Wait, did I accidentally remove the long search thing? Because I'm supposed to have that.
You probably you should have it. Thorough search is your general feature.
Yeah. Thorough search.
So, for that undead and a critical success for Matilda on her Arcana check.
Whoa.
So, Boohurt and Matilda, you're pretty sure that to summon that many undead probably would have used most of the Necromancer's power, leaving only a little bit left to teleport away afterwards. So, you reckon there's not too much chance of another undead attack tonight?
See?
They may not attack tonight, but they will regain their strength.
So in the morning we will be up and we'll be fresh-faced to face them. We might as well rest now while we can.
When the dead don't rest, neither do the Graveguard.
You have a point.
If you had your opinion, I had mine. What did everyone else think?
Well, Dave is not a Graveguard, so Dave plans to rest.
Well, he starts Gentleman kind of like fidgets with his hands a little bit, like he's kind of like nervous, like in a sense. I guess I could but then again, Boohurt, if you push yourself too hard, you'll be too exhausted to find the necromancer. It's best to rest, but that's up to you, of course. I'm not forcing you or anything.
Matilda says, here's my idea. If we go to bed now, we get up early, extra early tomorrow. How is that?
You can sleep if you can, but rest does not come easy to me. If everyone if everyone else needs rest, then fine. We can go back to the inn.
Okay. Are you two coming with us? He.
No,
he
I have a job to do. Plus, inns don't tend to like me.
Oh.
Inns don't like me either much, but when you pay them with money, they don't mind.
Well, to be perfectly honest, that guy's got a job to do. He's got to bury all these bodies now. Like, by all accounts. By all accounts, I would say if you guys really want us, then just seek us out again.
Besides, I took a nap earlier.
I usually sleep on the shoulders.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Oh my god, these bodies have nothing! They literally have not even a copper! Not even a scrap of metal!
The zombies, what do you expect?
I don't know. Some people buried their dead with, in some cultures they buried their dead with valuables.
RP, make me a perception check.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to find out how to do that.
So if you open up your character sheet from your token, you'll have perception on the left-hand side where the red strip.
Yeah. Okay.
Are.
Yeah. Well, if I'm doing a thorough search, I would have a +2 circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
As well. So let's add to that. Yeet. Okay, and that's a great job. That's a great first roll, and that 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the second one today.
You notice something that what seems to have one of the zombies you guys were fighting when Gore smacked it with his spade. It appears like maybe he cuts the hand off, and the hand of the zombie flew a bit and landed underneath a cart, and you notice it. And notice that around the wrist of this hand is a very shiny watch.
I knew there's gotta be at least something buried with them. I'm gonna take the watch.
Yeah, you got a very shiny watch. Yeah, it should be worth a pretty penny.
Would there be any fingerprints or anything on that watch?
Fingerprints?
No, not likely. Necromancers don't
Fingerprinting
need to
doesn't-
touch the dead.
Fingerprinting isn't a very developed science at this point.
Well, I don't know. I saw in part of the items that investigators can apparently have is a fingerprinting
Really?
kit.
Okay, I'm wrong then. Fingerprinting does exist.
If guns exist, then
Yeah, sure.
fingerprint
Yeah.
technology is not
Fingerprinting
that
exists.
far advanced, especially in a world with magic.
Yeah.
I cast detect fingerprint.
Detect fingerprint.
Detect fingerprints, new spell.
But at that point, there should be a spell to change called power word change per fingerprint.
Power words change fingerprints.
There is. It's called Burning Hands.
Okay, so what is?
That checks out. That checks
So
out.
you guys see the little puppet just scurries underneath this nearby cart, pulls out this cut off hand and takes off the watch off of the wrist.
And also throws the hand on top of the bodies, because we can't have any cut off body parts. So we can't have any body splayed out body parts just splayed out all over the place. We gotta be thorough. This place gotta be clean.
It's a rather nice watch. It's like a gold watch.
The little goblin is a loot goblin.
I'm not a goblin.
Not a goblin.
I'm green, but apparently I'm supposed to be like a little toy of a leshy.
Oh,
What's leshy?
You're a leshy plushie.
Leshy
That's adorable.
plushie, exactly.
You're a sentient leshy plushie.
Yeah, I'm straight openly asking, what's a leshy?
Right, yeah, outer or
Strange
inner
goblin.
in character.
Strange goblin.
Leshies are not goblins. No.
Well,
Is Dave asking that out or in? Are you asking out or in character?
No, I'm asking in character. Dave is asking, what's a leshy?
Oh, they're like little plant people. Little plants that walk around. Like me, but I'm a puppet. I'm a little cotton boy.
Plants
So cute.
just looks her away. The plants do that?
It's
I
like
don't
a nearby shrubbery blows in the wind.
I don't like
Oh, I
plants
know.
do that?
He could be making it up.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't talk to people. Maybe.
I could be, but like I could be telling the truth. I don't even know.
But you just said you know.
Well, that's what I've learned, but I could have learned the rock thing.
Makes
I
sense. Makes
I don't
sense.
know. I'm not that old to actually know everything.
Mm,
Anyway, I better get to work.
Very well.
Meanwhile, like
We will-
a few guards have come down with a cart, and they stop by and they start picking up the dead zombies and putting them on the cart.
I'll just start shoveling them onto the cart.
Oh, thank you.
you know what? They will be nice. They will help the new guy.
Where are they going?
Well, we'll put them back into their graves at the cemetery, or burn them. Maybe we should burn. We'll put them back in the graves. We'll get our cleric to try and put some protections on them.
Can somebody point me in the way of the cemetery?
Yeah, it's just down that street. Then you turn left. You can't miss it. You can see the huge fence.
Right.
Well, help.
May I make a suggestion?
Run.
Yes.
Burning the bodies would be best. If the necromancers come back, and they will when they regain their strength, it would be best if there were not any corpses for them to raise.
Good point. Maybe we'll burn them and then pour the ash into the graves.
I've dealt with these before. They just make more.
I know. But if we can reduce at least somewhat.
Still, there's a lot of graves in that graveyard, and we can't burn everybody.
Exactly.
But we can perhaps burn as many of the already risen ones as we can. We'll take them to the graveyard and sort it out there. Thank you for the advice, Graveguard.
My pleasure.
By now, the guards have been notified that you've been given authority over the investigation. So, what?
By the way, they called you a grave guard. What is that?
Graveguard. It's a organization. We fight the undead. Back in the war. The enemy. They used a lot of necromancers. It was our job to fight them.
Oh my.
You know, for a graveguard, he just turns and points at all of the zombies. You're not very good at guarding graves.
There's not many of us left. The war killed out most of us. We're spread very, very thin.
All right. I've
You
got
can
graves to dig.
Yeah. If you want to get political, you can blame the top brass. After the war, the necromancers were released with a slap on the wrist.
Do I look like a man who cares about politics?
No,
Why?
but you look like a man who cares for the dead.
Yes.
Are you still holding your
Um,
sword, by the way, Boohurt? Or are you gonna? Are you sheathing it at this point?
Boohurt will sheath the sword.
You two new ones
I will
see that
help
as he sheaves the sword disappears.
Mm.
It just vanishes.
That's
I will assist you in your task to care for the dead.
Matilda says that she will do it too.
All right. You don't have to. I'm used to
my.
working.
Oh,
Well,
my help.
Not alone.
This is new
I've got
for
this.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davy's already helping.
Yeah. A few more carts have been brought, and so at this point, so is everybody but Jomin helping with the bodies, and Jomin's heading back to get some sleep.
Oh, well, Jomin actually, I actually did want to have Jomin ask, for help, but I didn't get a chance to,
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it, but it's okay.
Go ahead.
He's like, well, may I help too? I could try, doing some stuff too. I don't want to be underestimated because I'm so small and everything.
All right. But none of you get in the way.
Okay.
He's going to pick up one of the carts and start wheeling it towards the graveyard.
Just like the image of you just picking up the cart and holding it. So, okay, so everybody is helping, and that will make the job go a lot faster. So as you guys sort of make your way towards the graveyard, grabbing bodies on the way, you eventually get the guard to the graveyard, where you can already see that other bodies from other parts of the city have been brought across, and you're getting them there. You can see where all of the open graves are, which they climbed out of. You can see some guards have started building putting wood together, and lit a bonfire in the middle of all these open graves. And working together, you guys are able to. Oh yeah.
Coffins are a worthy investment.
You can see that quite a few of the open graves do have coffins inside, and you can see like they've been clawed open and they're broken apart and stuff. But some of them are
stronger coffins would be a better investment.
Yeah, probably.
What you said.
You see, it looks like these graves in this part of the city are very old, and you can see most of them, like the coffins the wood has rotted away and stuff. This appears to be one of the older parts of the graveyard. They should start to get used in stronger coffins.
Like, big guy, I feel like I asked this before. Like, why don't you just burn them?
Disrespectful, in my opinion.
Perhaps, but surely it's worse to have somebody's loved one come back from the dead.
Maybe. But
Well,
that's not my way.
Isn't like them coming back from the dead a good thing?
Depends.
Well, if they're not undead. But if they're not undead,
You do have a point.
The only way to undo death is with to undo true death is with the fancy revive spell. But once it gets too late to use that spell, nothing can be done to bring that person back. All that is left is their body, and those who exploit it and puppeteer it around.
Maybe.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather deny these people their puppet.
As would
You
I.
do
You hear. You see a woman dressed in the black robes of Pharasma, the head priestess of Pharasma, walking towards your group. You can see that behind her, some of the other clerics and priests of Pharasma
Who's
are.
Pharasma again?
So Pharasma is the goddess of death and the past passing on. and you can see behind her other clerics of Pharasma are walking through the graveyard chanting, and you can see little glowing light trails from their fingerprints, from their fingertips as they walk through the graveyard. They stop at some of the mausoleums and sort of make signs in front of them as she's walking towards you, doing the same at any graves she passes by. So. It is true. We'd prefer to keep the dead dead. Graveguard, good to see you again.
Aye.
And
Hello.
Hello.
new ones. She casts an eye at the puppet and casts a curious eye at Gore. She's like, "Forgive me, but you have the feeling around you. You have been close to Pharasma's realm before, I perceive."
I'm an undertaker. Comes with the job.
But not in that way. There's something about you. But it's not my place to pry. Seems you guys have picked up some new friends, have you? Surprising.
Aye.
I wouldn't call us friends, merely acquaintances with a common goal.
Well, aren't we all in this day and age?
I don't know.
Also, like, are we up? Are we up? What? Are what?
You know,
You just got that.
might have been smart to do this whole ritual thing before the undead attacked.
Yes. Well, we never, after the war, we never anticipated an attack like this. And the ritual doesn't last forever. We can never truly anticipate when an attack will happen. This ritual should last for some time, if we're lucky, a couple of months. Hopefully long enough to catch the necromancers that did this.
We will do our best.
Yes. Did you discover anything yet?
They teleported away. We've followed the footsteps.
Nothing else?
Buhut points towards the grave where the Lionheart fellow was in. There is something of interest in there.
In the mausoleum, it's off the path from where the rest of the undead came from. What was it? What did you find?
Noble family crest. I don't know much about it. But
Noble crest?
my companions can fill you in. With lions something.
Apparently, crest belongs someone down south.
Lionheart?
Yeah, those ones. I think.
What would the Lionheart crest be doing up here? They're a minor noble family of Crater Points. They're hardly even worth noticing.
I think we should start noticing them.
Perhaps. We'll keep an
Can
eye out for
someone
anyone
point
matching
me
that description.
Towards some graves that need filling in.
Well, if there's, I guess... Where did you find this crest? And have you found the Undertaker yet?
He's kinda dead.
Curses. Well, I guess he needs to be buried then.
Yeah, about that.
I'm just gonna start walking off and start digging a hole.
Yeah, you find
Cassidy's getting ignored.
You find like there's some like a couple of the guards point you towards some of the open graves, and by now you can see that they've pulled the the body out. The body of a dude dressed like an undertaker, in very dirty clothing. This very old man out, and they've got his body nearby, and they were like, oh yeah, he needs to be buried.
Just start shoveling dirt.
Yeah, you find the empty patch and you start digging. Does anyone else have anything specific they want to say to the priestess or to someone else, or do, or we?
I will.
We can, yep.
I will ask the priestess about the second mark.
What mark? What was it? What did it look like?
I take a stick and I draw it in the ground.
Okay. And Gore, you're nearby digging a grave. And you notice as him drawing, you notice this familiar symbol as well. The symbol of a gravestone with a big crack running through it. The priestess just goes, I don't recognize it, sorry.
Just spits on it.
I look at you like, what you doing?
Digging.
No. I mean, why did you spit?
He does that sometimes.
Oh, I mean,
Do you know what this mark means?
we know of it.
You do. Where did you find it?
One of the orcs we were tracking had it. Whoever's got them on payroll.
Where are those
These
orcs?
marks. Well, we don't know, do we?
Do you happen to know what clan they're of?
I mean, they were a roaming warband. Not really. I've followed them for a very, very long time.
Maybe one of them was the one who started raising things.
No. They aren't necromancers. Butchers, yes. But not necromancers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So, time passes. Is everyone like helping the guards and Gore with the burying and the burning and stuff?
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
the time passes. Gore, you manage to bury the old undertaker, and a few of the clerics of Pharasma come over and they put down a big stone and engrave it for him.
He'll mutter a few words.
And you're able to bury some bodies while other bodies are thrown on the fire, and it takes in total probably about an hour, or about like an hour and a half, but eventually the work is done, all the bodies are buried.
The biggest it's the same question: who cuts the barber's hair? Who buries the undertaker?
Me.
The undertaker buries the undertaker. Yeah.
I bury the undertaker.
And by that time, coming up to 10 o'clock at night now, all the bodies are successfully buried.
Well, after job's done, they will go to sleep.
Yeah, we should probably get some rest. And Bubby will wake up Hardy Boo Hut if that makes you feel better.
You rest as much as you need. I will not. I'm gonna stay here in the graveyard.
Why?
It doesn't feel right sleeping after a necromancer attack.
I'll stay with you then, because we can't have one person in the party be on their own.
We'll be here.
You know what?
I told you, taverns don't get along with me. And besides, I sleep better among the dead.
Why don't we just camp in the graveyard then?
There's no point. All of us staying in the graveyard. You guys need to sleep.
Some of the guards are listening to that. This is city property. You can't really sleep in the city graveyard.
I'm an undertaker.
We have an undertaker's hut.
Close enough.
Alright.
I mean, our last undertaker is dead now. I guess you could stay there. It's
Okay.
That's where I'll stay.
It's just outside the gate.
Perfect.
Are you going to stay with Bamboo Hut?
Aye.
It's only got one bed.
Report to.
That's fine.
Boo
I sleep on
won't
the
be.
floor.
I won't be sleeping. I won't be able to.
Okay, Boo Hut, meet us at, say, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock outside the tavern.
Aye.
Good, don't be late because you'll be sleeping.
I won't.
For a sex to doubt.
I just kind of whisper to Gore is like, I don't know. I think you just found. I think you just found yourself a friend. He's as serious and unhappy as you.
I don't.
Checks
don't
out.
trust him, at least not yet. Everyone around here is too friendly.
I don't know. Is really friendliness such a bad thing?
I just don't trust it. I'm not the type who many people are friendly with, as you know.
Yeah, I've experienced it plenty of times.
Yes, but I'm Dave. I'm friendly with everyone.
Hey, we're having private conversation here. Please.
I'm sorry.
Come on, don't peer into it.
I didn't plan to.
Okay, so so Gore and RP are staying in the Undertaker's hut. Boo Hut's staying awake. What, at the entrance to the graveyard, in the middle of the graveyard? In the hut, where you're gonna be hanging out and watching.
Boo Hut will probably patrol around the graveyard.
Okay, so Boo Hut's patrolling the graveyard, and then Matilda, Dave, and Jomin are going back to the tavern the inn to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How much was a room for the night at the tavern again? How much did that cost? Like it was about like 1 or 2 gold for a night, wasn't it?
Oh, it wasn't that expensive.
No, it wasn't. It was probably like 5 silver or something. Okay.
Especially because of what we did so far.
Yeah. So, everyone splits their ways. So Gore and RP end up there, whereas Boo Hut's patrolling around. And you other 3, you get to the inn. The innkeep, she sees you, or he, I can't remember which one ran the inn. I know it was a duo.
It's a she.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh no, the one who runs the inn is the drow man.
Yeah.
The drow man. Yeah, his wife runs the tavern.
Yep.
So you 3 get into the inn, and the drow man is there, and he sees you in. He's like, "Ah, welcome." Okay, now Jomin, you're back. Are you, now that the job's done, Jomin? Is Jomin gonna go sleep with the others while Boo Hut stays awake, wandering the graveyard? Or wait, was Matilda going to sleep or?
Yeah, Matilda's going with sleep as well.
Yeah, Matilda's going to sleep.
And what's Jomin doing?
Well, first off, did I miss anything important?
Nothing super important, no. I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Jomin will go up to Boo Hut and it's just like, would you like some company, Boo Hut?
No, it's okay, little one. I'd much rather be alone right now. And plus, you need rest.
Okay. Well, I'll be inside if you need me. Um, did you want a drink or anything?
It's alright. I've got plenty of water and rations with me. I'll last the night.
All right. Well, I'll see you in the morning then.
I will see you in the morning, little one. Sleep well. Don't let the zombies bite.
Oh, I definitely won't. And same to you. Gentlemen, every time when people call him little one, he always blushes and gets all like like that. Like he always does every time.
So, the three of you who get to the tavern, you get in, and the drow man who runs the place is there, and he welcomes you. He's like, your usual rooms?
Yeah.
Of course. On the house,
Yes, please.
you helped fight back those zombies at the feast, and, well, we don't know what we would have done without you, so thank you. The rooms are on the house.
Oh, thank you.
Just the three of you tonight.
The rest of them are doing their stuff.
Oh, your friend with the weird robot spider came by. Yeah, he left a message after the feast for you. He said that he's making his way down to. He said something about making his way to Crate Point to seek forgiveness. Something about a curse.
That checks out.
Yeah,
Gentleman
wanted me
looks
to tell you.
down Gentleman looks down in disappointment a little bit, like, cause he, like, not like disappointed in Tizaki, but like he's just like sad because he didn't get a chance to tell him bye, and it's the fact that like he's still like a little sad over what happened to Magna. So he's like, he's like, oh no, not again. Like another person is gone and I didn't get a chance to say anything to them. Like that's what he's feeling right now.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
unless you guys are given your room keys and you're able to get to your rooms. Meanwhile, Gore and Darpy, you get to the Undertaker's little hut, and it's a nice small hut. It's a small one-room hut. It has a little kitchen area there, a table, and it has like a bed over there. It's very simple. It's got a few spare shovels lined up against the wall. City Undertaker recognition award on the wall.
Wow, they recognize their Undertakers here. You got a job.
They wouldn't employ me.
Aww. I would employ you.
Thank you. But you're about the only person.
But at least this place. Look at this place. It's almost the best place that we had.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, especially with if those people are gonna come back, all I'm saying is I think everything's gonna come up us.
If you say so.
Come on, of course this is a good thing.
I love the pessimistic and optimistic just duo dynamic. And meanwhile, Boohurt, you spend some time, you patrol around the graveyard, looking for anything. About like an hour into your patrol, you see the last of the Pharasma clerics leave after warding all the graves that they can get to. And you're patrolling alone within the graveyard for some hours. Roll me a perception check. And while you're at it, also roll me a fortitude save.
Gladly.
Oh man.
It may take a minute or two with how slow my laptop is. I do apologize.
No, it's okay.
I will get back to you in 2 business days.
In 2 days.
Okay,
There we go.
welcome to technology issues guy.
That's a 13 on a perception check.
Or technology issues finder.
Oof, we're at a 14 on a fortune. So you're walking around for a few hours. You don't see anything. Everything seems to be quiet. But you know, it's been a long day. A lot of excitement with the party and the feast, and then the fighting, and it's getting to you. And you begin to feel pretty tired. And eventually, as you're like looping back around near the front of the graveyard, your limbs get very heavy, and you stop, take a sit down for a moment. Before you know it, your eyelids close and you fall deep asleep in the middle of the graveyard.
That's what the graveyard does.
That's what the graveyard does. They sleep on the job.
That's the worst thing you can do. Why?
You fall unconscious. You're asleep. And the night passes. What time were people looking to wake up?
I'd wake up at the crack of dawn.
I wake
I
up.
took a nap earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up pretty early myself.
Yeah, Boo-Hurt, you don't get a choice of when you wake up.
Boo didn't have a choice about going to sleep, so.
Yeah, exactly. And Dave's waking up early. Matilda and Jomin, what kind?
Waking up because she wanted to go to check on Boo-Hurt.
Okay, so around dawn as well. And Jomin, you waking up around the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone can take rests. So for your new ones, underneath your max HP, you'll find a rest for the night button, and just feel free to rest for the night.
Maybe fix that. Rest for the night.
I don't think nobody was missing any HP, because those who did get injured in the zombie attack just got super healed by Jomin.
Well, hey, they might regain some resources.
But yeah, some people getting their spell slots back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Spells? What are spells?
the only spell you need is sword.
The only spell
I
I need is a
sword.
weapon in my hand.
The only spell that I need is gun.
Arpy and Go aren't even
I
missing
can't.
anything at all, so you don't even need the first rest.
I cast spell left hook.
So as dawn arrives, everyone is awake. And those of you from the inn, are you gonna get breakfast? Go get breakfast from the tavern as usual, or you're heading straight down to collect Boo-Hurt?
I'm gonna take actually, can I take the breakfast and go?
Yeah, they'll let you take breakfast to go. They have like a little takeout box.
Or I'm gonna do one for me and one on takeout for my boy Boo-Hurt.
Yeah.
Boy.
No, let me do that.
Bros,
Okay.
Bros before. Oh, okay.
No, wait. I remember
no.
the last time she was so violent. I will take the box and patiently give it to her.
Matilda the Violent.
Let me pay for it, honestly. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so all three of you are getting breakfast plus one breakfast for Boo-Hurt, so you could pay 8 silver in total for those.
No,
breakfasts.
you know what?
Do that.
Give me 2 extra.
You're gonna grab breakfast, 2 extra breakfasts.
Aww.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a total of 1 gold and 2 silver. You can split him and whoever's buying what.
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna.
know if the goblin needs to eat.
I don't know that.
I don't know if the strange
It's
goblin.
a puppet.
I don't
If
know
the
if the
puppet
strange
needs to
goblin.
eat.
could
It's a
eat food.
puppet.
I don't know that. So yeah, what did you say? 1 gold and 2 silver. I will pay everything myself.
Okay.
Matilda says, I'll pay for mine and Boo Hurts.
No. They've already paid for everyone.
Oh, thank you very much, Dave.
We don't even know if the puppet needs to eat. It doesn't say.
Yeah, that
No.
doesn't say.
It doesn't
No
say if the
problem.
puppet needs to eat or not.
I don't know.
I just assume you probably don't need to eat.
Yeah.
But
My
Dave doesn't know that.
seemingly my mouth is just is just
like
a
the-
piece of cloth.
You're like Gingerbread Man from Shrek.
Yeah.
Ginny.
It just the fucking cloth just somehow more moves
So
when they talk.
Dave buys the food and gives Matilda hers and Boo hers, and you guys start making your way down the graveyard. Gore and RP, you both wake up around dawn, unless RP is sleeping in. I know Gore said you wanted to wake up at dawn.
Well, RP probably doesn't matter when RP wakes up. Gore probably just picks him up.
Yep.
Just carries him
Just
around
carries-
while he's asleep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, did you guys wake up? What are you two doing?
Oh, we better go check on the fool.
Yeah, we gotta check on the person that is probably patrolling up to even now.
Okay, so you guys leave. As you get to the gate of the graveyard, you can see just a figure, dead, alive, who knows, lying a little way into the graveyard. And as you get closer, you can see, yeah, it's him, and he is fast asleep.
Checks out.
Fool. May I roll play?
Wait, is he dead?
Yeah, you can roleplay Boohurt sleeping. Go ahead. In fact, Boohurt, you do have a dream as you're falling asleep. You dream about your time in the graveyard guards during the war, and you dream about the previous owner of your new sword of Pharasma's Vengeance, the person who trained you, Guinevere. So in your dream you see Guinevere fighting hordes of undead with her sword. You see hands reaching up, grabbing her, dragging her into a darkness as the sword clatters to the ground, and is left all alone and picked up by some random dark cloaked figure who hands it to the goblin, to the bandit kin that you got it from. And it's definitely a nightmare.
No.
Oh no! Wait, it's it's talking.
I'll
Okay,
just
so wait, what kind of talking it is? Are those groans?
I'll get out my water skin one way to test and just pour some water on it.
So on his face?
Yeah.
Yep. So Boohurt, as you're in the dream, you see again yourself reaching for the swords to grab it and trying to save your master, trying to save Guinevere. You feel a wetness. You start sinking into a water as she grows further and further away from you. The water rushes down your throat into your eyes, and you wake up with water all over your face, soaked.
With a ferocious, beast-like yell of just pure desperation and emotion, Boohurt jumps away and draws his sword, swinging at the source of the water, blindly swinging at the source of the water, just swinging around himself.
Oh no! Definitely awake!
Don't think he's happy.
You're gonna try and hit Gore with your sword?
Well, Boohurt doesn't know that it's Gore.
Well,
Go
you're just
for it.
blindly swinging. So go ahead and make an attack, but I am going to give you a because you're just blindly swinging, I'm gonna give you
Well,
essentially whatever penalty being blind would give you to the attack.
I just read up on it, trying to learn Pathfinder. Technically, you would be attacking a creature that he doesn't know where it exists. Technically, a creature that is also hidden. So
what's that? Minus something. It's a minus something.
So there are like two separate minuses as well. I was hoping that you would know all of this.
Yeah. I was hoping the blinded condition would tell me how much minus he takes, but it doesn't. But hold on.
No,
hidden.
it probably
Hidden. Wounds hidden. When targeting a hidden creature, before you roll to determine your effect, you must attempt a flat check. If you fail, you don't hit. So sure, roll a straight up d20. And you need to get an 11 or higher to have a chance of hitting. We'll count this as like hidden because you're just lashing out wildly. That's okay. So go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Go. I'm sorry.
It'll be fine.
Assuming the Igor has put on his armor by this point, before he left the.
He sleeps in his armor.
Does your armor have the?
Your armor has to have
so you've got a chain shirt, which is.
I do not like those sounds.
With a chain shirt, yeah, that's bad sounds. So you can't if you can sleep in your chain shirt, but you won't get a full rest and you will be fatigued. Because it's not easy to sleep in, so you would be fatigued if you stepped in.
I guess I didn't sleep in it.
Yeah. However, Boohurt did. I mean, you could hero point it if you want and hope you roll lower.
I could. I only have one.
You only
hero
have one
point
hero
and...
point. You could
Yeah.
use it to avoid critically hitting your ally, or
Also, RP wise, why would you want to hit the lower? Just
it'd be more like just blind luck preventing you from critically hitting your ally.
Yeah.
As far as Boohurt is concerned, he's still like half in a dream, fending off swarms of undead.
Your sword
So
does
Boohurt is
slashing
swinging
damage,
this.
doesn't it?
Hmm?
Your sword does slashing damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll normal damage, and it's gonna do triple damage.
I'm sorry, Gore.
Yeah, that's a fine way to have a first impression.
So 13 triple damage. You drop, but you drop your weapon. You lean into the. So you swing, and with such velocity that as you hit Gore, you drop the weapon. To Gore, you take let's see, 30 triple damage, which takes you down to 19. Wait, is 27 triple 13? Is that?
No.
Oh no, wait. I think the. Oh no, wait, no, because the extra 4 is only against undead. The extra 4, so it's just the 2d8. So it's 9 times 3, which is 27. Because that extra 4 is because you have the disrupting feat, which means that you do extra damage to undead. You have the disrupting rune on your weapon.
Hey, he might look half dead, but he's not dead.
So, Gore, are you a positive energy or negative energy today?
I'd be in positive today.
Yeah. So either way, you get a massive slash that could very well almost have killed you. It just strikes you right across like the weak point of your armor, almost tearing off one of your limbs. Almost, it's painful. Boohurt, your weapons are then just falls out of your grasp, onto the floor.
RP is immediately drawing their weapon and is just like, stand down. I'm gonna shoot.
Confiscate that one, would you? Seems our little friend here wants to play.
Around this point, the rest of you arrive at the graveyard. You see Boohurt like half getting up from the floor. His sword is lying on the ground between him and Gore, and you can see Gore has definitely is bleeding.
Can I pick up that sword?
Yeah,
Like,
Arthur
oh
was
my goodness,
immediately.
what happened?
Go. I'm
What?
sorry.
What
What happened?
what's going on?
Yep.
You,
What
you pick
happened?
up the sword, Gore. You pick up Buhurt's sword.
I'm confiscating this. He puts it. Seems you don't know how to use it right.
Confiscated.
Yes. Boo. Just to make a point, Boo pulls his great axe.
So
Just
all of
out
a
of-
sudden, a great axe just appears in Buhurt's hand. Like he makes a motion of drawing it, and as he does, it appears in his hand.
Okay, no funny,
Brilliant.
no more funny business. All right, or I'm actually gonna
And
shoot.
RP is pointing, so you can see this the puppet is got a gun, just straight up flintlock, and is now pointing at Buhurt. Gore has Buhurt's sword. Buhurt has an axe. Things are going a bit out of hand here.
Matilda becomes the peacemaker. It's like, all right, everyone, put your weapons away.
I'd like that sword back, if you may. I'm sorry for using it on you.
Not
You
yet.
used the weapon on Gore. Why?
Well, I must have fallen asleep.
One of your nightmares again.
I
Oh, Buhurt. And Matilda climbs up onto him. Remember how we deal with nightmares?
Not by stabbing people, assumedly.
Definitely
I was
not.
about to say that.
yes.
It was just a dream. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Jomin, you arrive. You can see Gore is bleeding. Buhurt's sword has blood on it. Buhurt just stabbed Gore.
Joman, can you please cure Gore?
Hold on. Boohurt hands Gore a health potion and puts his axe away. Health potion for the sword.
It's not going to recoup the damages. Here, have your sword back, but I'm trusting you once.
My apologies. But, have you ever heard the phrase, don't wake a sleeping dragon?
You're not a dragon.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I was about to say the exact same thing.
Does Gore accept the health potion from Buhurt?
I think he's got to. He just takes it, uncorks it, and just down in one.
Yep, well, there's a health potion in the inventory now, so you can use it, and you'll be able to roll the healing for it. You can see all this going on, Dave and Joman.
Yeah, Dave is still confused.
Okay, I think all that I'm gonna say is that you need to check I need to check your randomizer, and because question, how many nat 20s in a row was that?
It's the Foundry, and the Foundry rolls the dice. It's never been Foundry has never been a problem before. I mean, he also didn't roll any nat 20s in a row.
Okay, but how many nat 20s in this session? 20,
I
13,
have no clue why nat 20s has happened so much.
4,
Trust me, there have been times where we
nat
haven't
20,
rolled a
nat
single
20,
nat during the entire
16,
session.
19.
Yeah, it's just plain luck. Okay, so you get 8 healing, and so if you click your token, and you should have like the option to heal underneath your roll, and you can just press heal, and it'll put it in automatically. The automation is lovely.
All right, he's just going to reach into his pack and pull out just a no nonsense healer's kit. Looks a bit grubby.
No nonsense healing for dummies.
Give me a second, and he's going to spend 10 minutes healing himself.
Yeah, you start bandaging your wound.
Yeah, as we're talking.
Pipes up.
Gore, I also know battle medicine.
Brilliant. Don't use it now. Does it look like a battle to you?
I almost killed you.
I'm fine.
Matilda secretly mutters to Buhurt, "Let's talk outside."
Meanwhile, like Matilda, you're still holding the food you brought for you and Buhurt. And Dave and Jomin are here with breakfast and stuff.
Yeah, so do
Will
us.
someone hand me
Without
some of
sound.
that breakfast?
Yeah. They've got breakfast for you and your small friend.
Oh, I'll take both. He takes
Oh, yeah,
both
Matilda gives
breakfast
to
and
her.
just as he's bandaging him up, just eats them both with his hand.
Yep.
One
I'm
hand
gonna-
on the bandage, one hand eating the food. Both portions.
I'm gonna curiously ask, like, so he doesn't eat.
No.
I don't have anything to eat it with. I'm just a little fluff ball.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
It's
By the-
fine.
I'm
You
not
didn't
blaming
eat.
you. Just kind of by the fact that that just kind of waves his nubby hands around, which you can clearly see are just little pieces of cloth stitched together.
Well, makes sense. But how do you speak then?
Oh, magic?
Well, that checks out. I speak with things as well.
So with
So-
my treat wounds,
Yeah, so
by the way,
under your actions, if you click on exploration, you'll be able to use your treat
Yeah.
click treat wounds from there, and you'll need to make a medicine check.
yep. All right, I'm gonna go for the DC 20 because I am an expert in medicine.
Yeah. So yeah, if you click it as well, it'll send like the things into chats to roll the healing if you succeed. So you go ahead and make that medicine check.
How do I do that?
So, under one of the icons, the icon that looks like a hand at the top of your sheet, and you can find your skills there.
All right.
Oof, that is
Do I re-roll that with a point? I re-roll that with a point.
yeah. So, what you can do is right-click on the roll in chat, and you should get a little pop-up, and you can press re-roll using the hero point, and it'll automatically use up the points there.
No, never mind.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's
cool.
even worse. And in fact, I believe a critical fail on a medicine check.
Yeah, it hurts me, doesn't it?
I believe so. If you critically fail, the target takes 1d8 damage. So, as you're
Yep.
you take
You're gonna kill yourself.
8 points of damage. I am afraid.
8 points, perfect.
Yep.
Max roll.
So you're back down to you healed for 8, and now you're back. You went back down, so you're on 19 health again. As you
Okay.
you accidentally, as you're trying to like do up the bandages, your hand slips and they tear through, and you accidentally tear open your wound a bit more.
Oh no.
I thought I was maybe good at this
Gore
whole
Gore
thing.
is now bleeding quite heavily.
I think you should drink a potion.
I don't have a potion.
I have a potion. I will
Well,
take.
How about I stitch you up?
You can
I
try.
was the one who caused this injury in the first place. It's the least I can do to try and make amends.
Go for it.
I am,
Diddy,
can I do the aid action to help?
I want to give Gore one of my potions.
You do also have healer in the party, like a magical healer as well, if you wanted to use it.
No.
But yeah, you can give Gore a potion, and you wanted to use the aid action to help Gore heal himself with the wounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, Gore is temporarily immune to treat wounds
Oh,
because you're immune to treat wounds
Yeah.
for 1 hour after an attempted use on you, even if
Yeah,
it fails. So
Okay, so what? I give him one lesser potion.
All right, I drink it.
okay.
Where's
The-
this potion?
Hold on, I can move it from one inventory to the other. One lesser potion. This should hopefully only move one. Yep, I think it moved one across. Oh yeah. How many do you want to move?
Well, I already
One.
removed one from my inventory.
Oh, you had 3, did you?
I had 3, yeah.
Okay, you have 2. There you go.
Let's hope I rolled better than the last one. There we are, 15 health.
There we go. So you can get the 15 health back. And unfortunately, yep, you are temporarily immune to the meds to treat wounds, so no one can do that. But the healing potion helps a bit.
Right then. Now, if we're all done hitting me with swords.
Dave doesn't hit swords.
I'm so sorry, Gore. I think I might have jinxed it.
My apologies.
I was never near you. I didn't hit you.
I know. It's a figure of speech. And he just he slams his shovel down into the ground and he gets up by pushing on it. Now, you said you had something to do with this group. Well, luckily for you, Arby wants to find them. So,
yeah,
where are you going?
Ah, there you all are. As a voice at the gate, as you can see, a man who most of you, other than the 2 new ones, are acquainted with. I now need to remember his name. The captain of the guard, who you were talking to before, and who gave you the permission, the authority over the guards for your investigation into the Finn. This dwarf with the blue braided beard, a Zeldin Fairshade, is standing before you. Oh, and we've also just got some actually helpful information from the Twitch chat. Thank you, Strangely Brown. There's a macro in the compendium pack you can use to select the DC for the treat wounds. Nice.
Thank you for that.
So, this male dwarf with the big blue braided beard, Zeldin Fairshade, is walking up to you. He's like, "Aye, there you all are. I've been looking for you for about 10 minutes.
You are loud.
Aye, I am. I'm a dwarf laddie. And you're grey."
Brilliant.
I'm red. What about it?
Aye, well, what happened here?
Don't worry about it.
Right, well, I've been looking for you for. I have been told that you made some headway into the investigation. Something about a noble crest from Crater Point, is that right?
Aye.
I don't know where this accent is going. Aye, well, I'm actually here on behalf. The king wants to talk to you. He wants to meet you. He has a job for you.
Well, this is clearly something different.
Hey. Hold on. Grey Orc. Aye, a grey orc and a puppet with a flintlock. Were you two helping with the fight against the undead yesterday?
Well, I did shoot. Well, wait. Let me look at my hammer. Oh my God, Garb! I only have 200 shots left.
Then yes.
Hey, you guys are gonna run out soon.
Yeah.
My guards reported to me about you. You two. You seem like you're fighters. I mean, seems like you at least know how to handle yourselves.
Yes, and I dig graves.
So are you lots like, well, working together now? You're part of
I
this.
can also do ditches.
You dig ditches, do you? Right, well, we don't need any ditches dug around here. So don't go digging ditches in our city.
Isn't this a graveyard?
Aye, but the graveyard's in the city. So don't go digging ditches. Graves. Aye, if necessary. But no ditches.
What's the difference between a grave and a ditch?
Usage.
One's round, the other's square.
Why does this remind me of time where Magna wanted to fix the road he broke?
Yes, we're still trying to make that part of the road look right. So what? Are you all now together, investigating together, or are you or summon?
Looks to Gorb.
I'm in.
What did Joman say?
Oh, Joman said, I think so.
Okay.
Like,
well,
it's like an unsure tone.
I'll look to Harpy. What do you want to do?
Like, I don't know. Like, they just hurt you, and I don't really want to spend time with people that hurt you.
I said sorry. You woke me up.
Oh, you said sorry. Okay, then I'm feeling a bit like we can.
In my defense, you woke me up with a face full of water while I was having a rather unpleasant dream.
Oh yeah, like, yeah. I also really don't like water. You know, they do make a very compelling case.
That being said, I would be honored if you'd join us.
Yes, please. The more the merrier.
Well,
What the
If you
little
are
guy
joining-
said goes.
if you are joining, then you can come too.
All right, a member of family.
Right. Well, can't keep the kin waiting. So, if you're coming, come along.
I mean, we can.
We shouldn't keep the kin waiting. Please.
Okay.
And he turns and starts leading away and walking down.
Arfie's like, wait, where did we meet the king?
Apparently.
Meeting a king? Oh, that sounds really, really nice. Kind of scary, but nice.
Sounds terrifying.
Are you
Why?
guys coming or not?
I hold your horses.
We're coming.
He's talking at his standard level. You can hear him from halfway down the street. Okay, so are Gore and RP joining the trek to see the kin?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we said we are, so it's kind of like, yeah.
So
The puppet wants to go, therefore I go.
So you weave your way through the streets, back through the central town square, and up, and eventually past all of the houses, and across this very, very clear courtyard area towards the castle.
Oh.
And you see the walls of the castle rising up ahead of you, and as you approach the gate, the portcullis is raised, and you are escorted in and all the way up to the castle itself. And you can see there are guards around. There's servants in the courtyards doing stuff. There's a gardener tending to the gardens. And as you get into the building itself, you can see there are quite a few guards around. It seems to be a bit tense at the moment, but they stand to the side of the hallways as you pass down pretty immaculately decorated, very fancy tiled floors, statues and fancy curtains and paintings, and you are led through some of the twisting and turning corridors to a very large double doors.
I don't like this place.
Fancily engraved oak.
Why?
Fancy. Too fancy.
Does look like a great hole from back home.
Wow, it's this seems like a very big waste of stuff.
Exactly.
That's what noble people do. Waste stuff.
Hey, well, it's tradition, isn't it? I don't have a taste for the fancy things myself, but you know, tradition. Right. Do try not to stab the kin. I am captain of the guard, so if you do try to hurt, keep control of your sword. As he looks at Boohurt, keep control of your sword, and keep control of your tongues if you can. Don't insult the kin. He's a fair man, and he can laugh off a bit, but you know, be civil.
Dave has always been civil.
I actually do believe that. Some of these others, however, just try and be civil.
Whoa!
He looks at Boohurt again.
He got triple burned.
Like, my man.
No offense, lad. You just remind me a lot of myself.
Why are you here? If you're so bad.
Because I'm the captain of the guard, and I'm the best damn guard in the city.
Well, you don't have to swear, but okay.
You're also the loudest guard in the city.
Hey, that's what
Yes,
makes me so great.
Quite loud.
That does check.
Wait, what's that word for a group of people that are supposed to be stealthy?
Assassins.
Oh, a good thing you're not an assassin.
Aye, it's a very good thing.
Yes. Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think he would be a good assassin.
Yeah, he's probably fell big time. No
You
offense.
probably have a point there. Right, in we go. He pushes open the big doors and leads you inside. And you can see you're inside this rather large throne room. And up ahead, at the end of the big carpet, you have this big throne with the kin sitting upon it, and beside it another throne with the queen. As you walk down through the sapphire palace, you can see like most of the decor in here has been sort of sapphire blue. The carpet is this sort of navy-ish color, and they are tiled sapphire colored floors in this room. There are paintings on the walls in between very large stained glass windows, and each painting and window depicts a different ruler, a different king or queen or monarch upon them. And it's, you know, as you'd expect from a big fancy throne room. As you approach, and Matilda bows as you guys get to the end. The captain of the guard bows.
They will do the same thing.
Yep. Is anyone specifically not bowing?
I'd probably stay at the back of the room, not bow.
Yeah.
I just kind of copy what Gore does. He's supposed to know what stuff to do here.
Boohurt nods his head slightly, but it's very much not a full-blown bow like the others.
Matilda notices Boohurt and whispers, "Bow for goodness sake."
That will not be necessary. Please, you may all rise.
By the way, has it been an hour since I was bleeding? How long did it take us to get through the city?
You've still got 25 minutes remaining.
All right, cool.
Imagine if he just starts tending his wounds in the middle of the royal hall.
There is actually an actual timer. Like you'll notice you have an effect on you, and in the corner you should be able to see the effect and the time remaining.
Yep.
So this is the closest any of you have really been to the king, other than those of you who are at the feast were sort of close, but this is the closest you've been. Although Gore, you're still far back. The king is this large, both human, the king and queen, these very, very tall, fair-skinned people, light-skinned. You can see the king has this sort of he's pretty generic, really. Pretty generic. He's a pretty generic man. He's got like very long hair, and he wears the crown on his head. His queen is a bit less generic. She's looks very pretty. You feel like maybe she might have a little bit of elven heritage in her. Her ears are a bit pointed. She's got like her hair tied back in a couple of braids.
No, Zell, contain yourself, Zell.
No. You can't just bring me an elven heritage here, Didi. That's not the.
She looks like she might be like maybe quarter elven, if that.
I have a problem with quarter of her.
You see,
Zell,
the
is
king...
Dave racist?
No, this has already been confirmed with Zellian. Don't.
No,
He doesn't like elves.
No. Dave doesn't mind elves. Zell doesn't like elves.
So the king speaks up. So, bowing will not be necessary for the so-called the heroes of Wayside. That is what I have heard some people have been calling you now. You there at the back, pale one. You can approach further. I don't bite.
Nah.
Very well. Are you, by the fact that you're here, I take it you're with these four?
No.
Very well. Well, the four of you, I will jump straight to the point. I will not mince words. You are seen by our commoners, our people, as the heroes of Wayside, and for that, and for your actions yesterday, in helping to protect my people and even myself, I thank you. I wish
We don't
to...
need thanks.
Yes, you don't need thanks. You need a lead on this necromancer, correct?
Aye. What information do you have?
Well, only that which you have brought, that connected to a noble family in Crater Point. I, however, know a bit more. This is not the first necromantic attack that has happened recently, though. It is the first in our city. Recently, attacks of different types, necromantic, banditry, other strange attacks, have been far more commonplace across the continent. The Council
You're
of
saying
Dragons,
all of this is connected?
The Council of Dragons appear to think so. They have called the rulers of each region to a meeting that will take place within a week's time at Crater Point, the very city where this Lionheart family originates. I will be frank, I am worried that whatever these attacks may have been, perhaps my spy master... Wait, does he have a spy master? No, he doesn't.
Every king.
The captain of the guards doubles as a spy master. Yeah, sure.
Oh no, no! So he is an assassin. Why is this the level? No,
not an assassin.
So that's why he's so that's why this happened. He's so bad at his job because he's too loud.
My captain of my guard and my resident mage, Mr. Fairshade and Mr. Malus, have both suggested that perhaps these attacks were made specifically to draw us to a meeting so that we would be out in the open for assassination attempts. And it is therefore in the best interest that I hire a group of guardians, bodyguards to the trip. I trust my own guard with my life, but as we have seen from your taking down of that child snatching cult, there are people embedded within this city, and I do not know who I can trust. Therefore, I wish to make an offer and a request. The offer, should you accompany me as guards and protect me from any assassination attempts, I will, on the way to Crater Point, I will provide you the passage there so you may investigate what you need down there. The Temple of Pharasma has assured me that their own wards on the graveyard will hold for at least a month, so the city will be protected from any more necromantic attacks. As for a request, I am sure you have heard of the attacks that have been happening, the animal attacks on the farms.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I do not wish to leave my city still in peril. The other problems, the child snatchers and the bandits, have both been taken care of by yourselves. So I wish to request you to take care of this final errand. If you can locate, as the bounty board, as the bounty has been put on them, locate the source of these rabid animals and stop them at their source, my city will be safe while we make the journey next week. Do that, and I will take you to the city on my airship, and you will be able to continue your investigations there into this noble house. And I even, if you wish, you may, if you think it would help your investigation, you may accompany me to meet the Council of Dragons. I can give you a pass to meet with them, as it were, if you believe it may help your investigation. This is my offer.
I'm up for that. I'd be honored to help you out, Your Majesty.
Matilda says it's one of our duty.
Dave has no problem with that, but Dave has a question.
Yes.
Can we wait for 2 more days until Dave's items are back?
Well, so it's actually 3 days until your fin is done.
Well, one day already passed. No, 1 day already passed.
Yeah. Your enchanting will be done on the 17th. Today is the 14th. That's what I've got marked down.
Did you say it takes 3 days?
I think, yeah, up to 3. It takes about 3 days, but it was late at night when you first gave it to him, so today's like the first day of really working on it.
Did they give him
I think it was
early...
later in the day when you gave it to him, or was it early?
No, I gave him early in the day.
Whenever it was, the note for them being finished is on the 17th of the month.
All right, let's be like that.
But you can wait. Yes, as long as the deed is done before we depart in a week's time, then yes, of course, the more we wait, the more chance there is of further attacks.
Well.
I would prefer my citizens to be safe as quickly as possible. But if you need wait and you have no choice but to wait for your items, then a few days is possible, if undesirable.
Nods.
So, can I expect all of your assistance in this matter?
I'm gonna specifically look towards Gore and Archie because they ain't really one of ours.
Just Draig.
We do have one recent clue as to the origin of these animal attacks, perhaps.
RP feels getting raised up and raised down, so he also does the same with his shoulders.
We sent a group of scouts and guard into the forest to deal with the attacks. Only a few of them survived. They, according to the guard, they tracked the animals' path somewhat to a old cabin in the forest, through the snowlands. Part of the forest. There's part of the forest where it is eternally snowing for reasons unknown. Magical, so my mage tells me. Some sort of curse on the land. They found an abandoned cabin there. They were attacked by animals at the cabin, but one of the scouts that returned that did not die in the attack claimed that they found a strange symbol scratched into the walls of the cabin. He takes a piece of paper and holds it out to you. He holds it out to the dwarf, and the dwarf hands it to you. And you see on this parchment the symbol of the broken grave.
Well, that checks out.
Do you know it?
They seem to be behind the people who attacked the city.
So, necromancers, and now they make animals go rabid.
Well, last time I saw, those animals didn't look normal.
You can track them down. Perhaps you'll be able to figure out what's causing their affliction. What the affliction is. We were able to. My guards, when they came back, did bring back one of the bodies of the animals for study. You may have access to study it and see if you can figure out anything from it, if you wish.
Dave's interested.
It will. It is in a nearby room prepared by our mage. It's not hard to find. Our Mr. Fairshade can lead you to it.
Nods.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I will expect, once you have done, I will expect the report. You may leave. Unless there is anything you wish to ask.
No.
Nice. I'm okay as well. I don't have any questions.
Well, then I wish you luck in this endeavor. Just be careful when you get to the cabin. From the sounds of it, it sounded like the beasts were waiting and setting a trap. There are only 2 survivors from the ambush. I've had them put aside in a room for interview if you wish. Be careful.
When are we ever careful?
They will go chase. See the creature that they speak about.
So you guys are led out to the throne room and doors are closed. Zeldin Fairshade, the dwarf, turns to you. Right. So what do you want to look at first?
They wants to see the creature's body.
There you are. I can take you to that. We count the body and the survivors aren't too far from each other. Follow me. He leads you back through the castle towards near where you guys came in, down another less fancy corridor, to a point where there are a few doors, and he stops at 2 different doors, one on either side of him. Points to the left door. The creature's body is in there. This is our wizard's lab. And my surviving guards are in that room. As he points to the right. Take your pick.
I want to go see the creatures, so they will just stomp in.
Okay.
Animals first, then people. Always prefer boxes.
Everybody's sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you head on in, and you can see this very much. It's like an alchemist laboratory type room. There's some bubbling potions and there's bottles and science equipment and all sorts. There's a stack of books and a bookshelf, and within this room you see this very old maid with a long beard, basically Gandalf. He looks like Gandalf. He turns around, he's got his staff. Like, you're here. And within this room, you can see on the table there's a bunch of scientific equipment there and like autopsy equipment and stuff. And within it there is this large dire wolf that takes up almost most of the table. And you can see it's been its chest, it's been cut open and like an autopsy has started on it. Come on in. Come on. No, wait, that's not the voice. Come on in. Come on. Well, you, the group. Here is the beast. Terrifying creature, isn't it?
You've seen bigger pups.
Well, you feel free to take a look. I've been able to work out a bit myself.
What did you find?
Well, if you look in here, as he takes like a big stick and pushes open its belly a bit, you can see some of its organs are definitely mutated. Someone used magic to mutate this creature somewhat. It seemed to drive it mad. Its brain, as he points at a jar that has a brain in it, its brain is misshapen. It looks, from what I can tell, it looks like it's grown and bulged against the creature's skull, causing it to go into some of a frenzy. I can't figure out the exact nature of this magic, however. Maybe you'll have better luck. And whoever wishes, you can feel free to examine it if you wish.
I'll give it an examine.
What would the roll be?
Yeah, and what was Jeremy gonna say? It would probably either.
I think I have a special skill to do with autopsies.
It would be either an Arcana, Law. It would be by an Arcana or an Arcana or Occultism, I'd say.
I can do a recall knowledge in the medicine skill.
Yes.
In 5 minutes to work out anything about the body.
It's because you've got forensic acumen, haven't you?
Yes.
And
I can work out what killed it. I can work out certain other things as well.
Okay, yeah. And if you succeed, then you can attempt an extra check to follow up. So Matilda makes an occultism check. So go ahead, Gore. You guys spent a bit of time examining. And what was Jomin gonna say?
I don't remember.
Well, that's okay. So yeah, it would be an Arcana or occultism check.
Trying to work out how I roll
Or
recall
an
knowledge.
undead law check.
Ooh, Booho can do that.
So the recall knowledge, you'll just make a you'd make a medicine check to recall knowledge about it. So it would be a medicine check for you, Gore.
Okay, so how do I activate my medicine skill again? How do I use
So
that?
on your proficiency screen, just click
Yeah.
on medicine, and
Yeah.
you'll get the ability to roll.
I rolled a 1 again.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay. No wonder that orc is so
Awful.
depressed. He is
wonder.
not having the greatest life.
You have one hero point if you wish to re-roll it.
I'm not re-rolling this.
So.
And Diddy,
Yes.
can I roll? Can I do the thing with nature to determine what's unnatural about the thing?
Yeah, so I'd like you to do a nature to determine which parts of the wolf are unnatural and which are natural. Sure.
All right. And that because I can't really do anything else.
So that takes about 5 minutes.
Nat 20. What the fuck?
Gore,
What
you're no
kind of
longer immune to
20s?
treat wounds.
Everybody nat 20s?
I can redo
Gore,
my treat
nat
runes.
1s.
It was that.
What the
Did
fuck?
he? Oh, I regained my ability to treat runes. That's fine, right?
Yep.
How?
You're no longer immune to treat wounds, so people can treat you now.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't mind me. That's just me, XP.
Yeah. So, Dave, looking at it, so I'll give information to each person in turn. Dave, looking at it, you immediately see the brain is definitely bigger than it should be, and parts of the brain look like certain parts of the brain have almost bulged. Specifically, the part of the brain that controls motor functions appears to have bulged a bit, and other parts like the forward, more frontal parts of the brain have misshapen and bigger than they should be, and it would seems that like something that would press against its skull. You can see several of the internal organs are also misshapen. On the outside, everything seems fine. It's all of the unnatural stuff is on the inside.
Is it safe to assume that they are specifically crafted to kill everything inside?
It doesn't seem like the wolf was crafted. It seems like it was an ordinary direwolf that was mutated in some way. Through some magic, someone mutated an ordinary direwolf and changed it. Matilda and Boohurt. So Boohurt, with your undead lore and Matilda's occultism, you see there are several these sort of misshapen organs and this stuff. When looking at it, it's very similar to newly created undead. This creature is not undead though. You can definitely tell it was a living creature. And Matilda, you both recall back, but Matilda mostly with the occultism check. You recall with your occultism check knowledge of rumor really that you learnt in sort of Graveguard studying. Rumor of a ritual, an old ritual called the that came to be known as the Curse of the Living Undead. Supposedly, and this is where your undead lore comes into it, so you both know about this curse. It's supposedly an ancient curse that is supposed to turn still living people into undead without the need to kill them again. And it's meant to be beneficial to the necromancers casting it for multiple reasons. For turning someone who's living into undead allows them to keep a lot more of their motor functions, their faster speed, and stronger and faster, and even their reasoning skills. It's meant to make them a lot more efficient killers than regular undead. But the curse has never really been known to work properly. You've never heard of, except in myth and legend, you've heard of a fewer times when people have attempted the curse, but it's only the only time it's ever maybe been known to succeed is maybe 1,000 or so years ago, when the curse was supposedly first created. In living memory, and even in the past 1,000 years, you have never heard of it succeeding. But it has been known when it doesn't succeed, it tends to drive the subject insane. And the necromancers sometimes get limited control over their creations, but sometimes the people who have been afflicted by the curse will just turn on the necromancers and rip them apart. But it drives them insane, essentially. It makes them rabid and crazed and just immediately violent towards everything. And from looking at this wolf, you would suspect that, and thinking back to the animals you encountered before, you'd suspect that perhaps that's what's going on here. And some necromancer has attempted this curse, and most necromancers don't try it because of how dangerous it is. They have to be a very special kind of, a very, very either desperate or unhinged to attempt this curse. But you think that's what's happened here.
Matilda's like, oh no.
Necromancers.
No, it's a curse of the living undead.
I
I remember this from Graveguard days.
Uh,
Oh, don't you boo hurt?
not especially well. I think I fell asleep in that class.
The two of you have
unusual
only
thing?
ever encountered the curse of the living undead once. During the war, when a necromancer battalion was defeated, and the last necromancer holed up, taking hostages in a tavern somewhere, and it took a while to fight through the zombies outside because there were quite a few of them. And when you entered the tavern to free the hostages, they had all been driven mad by the curse and had themselves ripped apart the necromancer that did it. That's the only time you have ever encountered this curse.
If this happens the other time I've heard it, then the necromancer might be already dead. This poor thing must have been driven crazy by it. Really makes sense.
I doubt we're that lucky. I think the necromancers are still at large. This was just...
Well, this necromancer must be extraordinarily powerful then.
maybe he's just extraordinary stupid.
All necromancers are stupid. Messing with the laws of nature.
You got that right.
Just. Can I just stop bandaging myself again?
Yeah, you just you can start bandaging yourself up. Go ahead.
RP is going to help, even though I need a nat 20 to actually aid him with the medicine check.
Would you like me to patch your wounds?
I'll do it myself.
Can if I may, may I please just heal you? I mean, I don't mind.
I'll be fine.
I can...
Don't waste your spells on me.
How does aid work?
Okay, so...
Attempt a skill check of a type decided by the DM. The typical DC is 20, but the DM might adjust this DC. Right. So, but you don't grant your ally penalty because of your helpful puppet.
Yeah,
thing.
because I'm a helpful puppet, so no critical failures. I am free to just constantly help out.
You did critically fail there, but you don't.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep doing it. I'm like a little puppet. I'm little patting, like trying to point in directions.
You do get a +2 bonus on your checks to aid, though. Remember?
Yeah, +2.
But either way, that's still a massive fail.
Either way, I rolled it too.
Bobby,
how many people can aid?
I'll be fine. Hopefully.
He's turning away your aid. So make a normal medicine check.
I rolled a 2. I am re-rolling that.
Yeah, that's not a critical failure, but
there we are. A 20. I succeed.
A success, just about. Okay, so go ahead, use your treat wounds from your. Oh yeah, so you figured out how to set the DC.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and use the treat wounds thing, and it'll put it into chat,
Bobby.
and you can roll the healing. I think.
I imagine the creature actually has to accept the aid, but I imagine Gore doesn't.
Yeah, you'd have to accept the aid.
I'm afraid he still don't trust you.
Well, do you accept my aid?
So go ahead and roll your healing.
I found out how to do the actual roll, which auto rolls it for me. There we are. Success. 2d8 plus 15.
So you heal 27, which is more than enough.
Yeah.
So, so I think someone was it Boo Hurt or Gentleman was saying something?
Gentleman was kind of wanting to speak up again, about helping Gore, but then he just kind of decided to just leave it.
I did say don't waste your magic on me.
Yeah, and then he was gonna say something afterwards, and that's when he just stopped himself. He's like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
So, I mean, the rest, Boo Hurt and Matilda have been talking to themselves. The rest of you don't really know what this curse they're talking about is, or exactly what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I did specifically ask what curse. Like what curse we talking about?
The curse of the living dead.
How does that work? Don't the dead? If they are dead, they're dead. How can they be dead and living?
I don't really understand it myself. But it's a necromancy performed on the living.
It's known to benefit the necromancer in a few ways.
But it's risky. It's very, very risky.
The only person who I've heard have done it. The animals got and the zombies got so they're driven. It's so insane by it. But the necromancer got ripped in half before anyone could get to them to punish them.
Very violent and very, very difficult for a necromancer to control.
Only the most powerful ones can do it.
And considering the quantity of these wild beasts, that's rather alarming.
Yeah.
So
we need to be prepared.
There's going to be one powerful necromancer.
So we have to get rid of those.
We should probably tell the king this as well.
The curse of... I forgot that the mage dude is still in here with you. He's just listening to everything and saying that the curse of living and death is real. I thought it was just an urban legend.
We've seen it performed with our own eyes. It was not a pretty sight.
Quite ugly and graphic.
This is too horrible for my weak heart.
Please don't have a heart attack.
Yes, otherwise you have to bury me with that spade.
Please do not have a heart attack. Please do not contract cancer.
Please don't die.
Don't worry, I'm fine. This is news indeed.
Maybe we should move on to the survivors.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I follow.
Does anyone wish to have anything else they wish to do to study with the dead wolf?
Not me.
Well, I can't do much more. I'm not really expert at these matters.
I'm a puppet.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 when I tried to work anything out.
Oh, this is Mick all over again. I'm here.
I'm gonna follow forward.
Okay, so
You
you
go,
guys,
little fella.
you cross over into the next room, the opposite room. Within it, it's just like a small. It looks like maybe one of the servants' quarters. You can see there are two guards. One of them dressed in heavier armor with a big pike. The other one is lightly dressed, has a bow slung across his back. You can see that the one with the pike has his arm in a sling, and he's got horrible scratches over his face. The other one has, you can see he's got like a just wrapping at the end of a stump where his foot should be, and he's got like a crutch nearby, and the two of them have clearly been they were very badly injured by whatever they went through. They look up as you enter. The pike guard is a human, the other one is an elf.
I'll be like, hello.
Tell us what happened.
Well, the pike guard sort of speaks up. Well, we were making our way. We followed the tracks of the wolves and the creatures from their latest attack on one of the farms near the forest edge. We followed them into the forest and into the snowlands, and we found they led to this cabin. It was impossible to miss. Almost directly north of the city, about 15 minutes into the forest, and we got to the cabin and we approached it. There were 6 of us in total. We approached the cabin and we saw this engraving on the wall, this strange symbol, and we heard noises inside, like scratching and whining, it sounded like an injured animal. We started making our way, and well, Reginald here was leading the way, and we got to the corner of the house, and that's when it happened. It was so quick. It's like the ground just opened up, and the creature just jumped out, leapt at him, and it bit his leg clean off. And then the holes opened up in the ground, and these giant spiders just climbed up out of it, like climbing out of a trapdoor. They just climbed up, and then before we knew it, we were surrounded. Spiders, wolves, and there was a howl, and they came at us, and we barely got out of our lives, just the 2 of us. One of the wolves gave me this on my face, and the spider, it almost clawed his throat out, and the healer said that he'll never be able to speak again.
You were very, very lucky to survive.
It was like they were waiting for us. That's all I can give you.
Thank you.
Yes.
What I'm hearing is that it's probably a trap.
I will need some heavy firepower if we're going to be going into this.
Well, this is all the firepower that I can carry.
I mean, it is quite heavy, especially in your hands.
Absolutely, it's just very very difficult to operate it with 2 little nubbins.
You don't have fingers, strange goblin.
No, look! He just puts it out. Basically, his hands are like little mittens, where 4 fingers are is just like a little, it's just a little squishy part and a thumb. Like, I got finger, 2.
Those are thumbs. Remember?
Yeah, right. Oh, so that means I have 4 fingers in total. Right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Upon a technicality.
Strange goblin.
It says, I, for one, think we should tell the king our findings, but we think it's this curse.
We do.
You
Then
don't
we
talk
need
to the king. I don't do well with royalty. Don't do well with anyone.
Well, I shall leave you to deal with that. Basically, Dave doesn't really want to speak with the king.
Okay.
Yep.
Dave, do you want to head to the market then? We need to prepare for this fight.
We need
anything that can inflict a lot of damage.
I think somebody should go with Dave though, because we can't have one member of our party on their own.
We're not going to the king. We'll join him.
And do remember,
Okay.
do you remember, guys, that you on your cart you have many stuff to both sell and things like bombs on your cart.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How long have we had bombs?
You looted them from the bandit kins there. You looted the bombs from the bandits.
Did we?
Yeah, they were bombs in with the bandit loot.
You guys traveling around with a bomb?
Every one of you can view the cart inventory from the party screen.
Hey, Gore, I think we're making a mistake here. These people are crazy.
Every one of you is able to view the party inventory.
I love
wonder if you could dig a hole faster with a bomb.
Not true.
I love that. How long have we had bombs?
I will ask Matilda, and before we split, I will ask Matilda and Boohert, like, what specifically you want me to get?
Well, I think maybe we talk to the king, and then we sort out everything in the cart. Then we reconvene. Then we'll have hopefully weapons and gold, and then from there we can get everything that we need.
All right, then they will bring the car to the city square. How about that?
Good idea.
We will meet at your friend, the one that sells weapons.
Blacksmiths. Aye, good idea.
Okay, so the party splits, and we'll do you guys talking to the kin first, since you're closer to the kin, so you guys get there pretty quickly. And as you get in and you're let back in, the kin looks surprised to see you so soon, isn't it? Oh, information already?
Aye.
And what have you discovered?
Do you know of the curse of the living undead?
No, I've never heard of such a thing.
It's a curse relating to necromancy, Your Majesty. Where a necromancer tries to make zombies out of living creatures. Buhut and I have seen it happen before, and it ended up horribly. The people inflicted by this curse that the necromancer performs end up getting driven insane. Like, I've seen it once where the animals got driven where the subjects of this got driven so insane by it that they ripped the necromancer in half before anyone could get to the necromancer.
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
this curse,
that's what happens when it fails.
Is there any way of lifting it from the afflicted creatures?
Not that we know of so far.
Yeah, none that we know of.
Goodness.
The fact that it doesn't seem to have had any catastrophic fails means it's a very, very, very powerful necromancer.
Could this
or
be
a series of them, with this quantity of animals being afflicted by this curse.
Yeah.
It's very, very worrying.
Could this be the same necromancer? The same necromancer that raised those undead last night?
Potentially.
This is good information. If you find where they're coming from and you put down this necromancer, that'll put an end to the attacks, correct?
We hope.
Hopefully
but we don't know how. We don't know who else is connected. If all of this is, as you say, interconnected, the necromancers, the cult, the bandits, this might be only one part of it.
Perhaps so. I thought that the world would get less dangerous after the war ended. Seems perhaps
As did we. But it seems the world gets darker each day.
Well, then maybe you can bring some light into it. Seek out this, wherever they're coming from, and this necromancer. Put an end to them.
We will do our best.
We will try our best, Your Majesty. It is our duty.
And I will assign extra guards to patrol the graveyard. The night shift.
We thank you.
Good. Thank you. You may go. And so, were you guys, after meeting with him, are you gonna just head straight to the town center to meet the others?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, the others, you head down out through the city, all the way down to the other side of the city. Takes you a while to get there, because you're literally like traversing the entire length of the city to get back to the horses.
It's okay.
But you eventually get back to where the stables and where your horses and the cart are stored. You get there, the horses are happy to see you, Dave.
I'll pet the horses.
Yeah, the stable manager is there. It appears to be feeding them some apples. The stable manager is this lizard folk with grey scales. Who's like, you're back.
Hello.
Thanks. Hi.
We require the stuff from my cart. Well, I would like to take the whole cart.
Of course. You need horses to draw a cart.
No, Dave does on his own.
Okay. I keep horses. Care. I'll look after them.
You make a good job. Dave happy with you.
Of course I do.
Dave
Why do you always refer to yourself in the third person?
Do you ask him or Dave?
Dave.
Dave will be like, Dave's not familiar with this language too much.
Well, the term you're looking for is I.
Thank you.
I like when Dave talks.
You're not
like
there.
that.
You're not there right now.
Oh.
Unless
I
did you want to?
was-
Did you want to go with Dave?
Yes.
Okay, so sure. You went with Dave.
I was trying to say that.
Oh. Okay. So
Yeah.
Jomin's there too. So Jomin, you can say that.
But Dave will be like, well, Dave, I am now happy to know that. I was not sure how it worked. No one really corrected me before.
Would have been corrected I before. You've only learned I. You haven't learned me.
No. Dave has learned the language. Dave is just not fully too good with language yet. Like I said, I come from the lands farther away.
Yes. Wanderer, I assume.
Well, in a sort. I am here to fix the problem with evil gods. Apparently one of them is the one that's trying to murder things.
What?
How do you plan to fix such a problem?
Well, apparently there is sort of a thing that makes me be able to do that.
To just fix it? Seems awfully convenient.
It's more, I don't know. I was told I am the only one to do it. Well,
whom?
Well, back in my land, there is a prophecy about how I have to deal with some evil things. Maybe not on my own. Yeah, it does say I have to take friends, so that's why I make friends around here.
Oh.
But
Interesting.
Orb, do I have a prophecy?
Not most people don't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can make you a prophecy. It won't be true, but I can make you one.
Can you? That would be so nice.
Your prophecy is. Someday you're going to grow old. And you're going to go on one last mission. At that point, you will finally find someone who you love dearly. That's your prophecy.
That's a good prophecy. You want an apple? They're full of horses, but you can have one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why is everyone so nice here? I don't like it.
You're grey. I'm grey.
Us grey people have to stick together.
Yeah. Us grey people have to stick together.
Second question. Why is everyone here so loud?
I'm not really loud.
No, you're not, but you're not from around here, are you? You're not either.
That's true.
Granted.
Well,
I'm not from here.
Well, every so often we get the inventors and artificers come into the marketplace. They make very loud explosions, fireworks. It's kind of half deafened everyone who lives here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Or maybe
sounds...
the DM just needs to turn down his mic volume.
That sounds almost plausible.
What's the DM?
The DM? Who's the DM?
Well, here's your cart.
Alright, Dave will grab the cart and just pull it back to the center with the others.
So
I'll grab I guess if you grab in one handle, I'll grab the other one.
Well, that makes it. Then we're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
no. So you guys take the cart and take it back up to meet the others, and the others are probably already there when you guys arrive. And at that point, as you all meet up back in the town center, that might be a good point to end for today. So we will end it there for today. Hope everyone had fun.
Yeah, that was enjoyable.
It was.
Well,
Very fun.
so thank you all for coming along, and thank you to our viewers for watching. I think this has been like the highest viewership Pathfinder stream so far. So thank you to our wonderful viewers. Thank you to you guys.
Let's go, 4 viewers.
Woo, we had 5 at one point. And
Nice.
we will see you next time. So until then, from all of us here, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.